So welcome to this week. Welcome to tonight's update video. And this is obviously still a bit of top end. East Pacific is still quite busy. Still, even though it is the peak of the hurricane season, and it looks like it. It's still pretty amazes me looking at a wide shot of the Pacific and seeing, wow, all this here, and then you have some very, very notable pieces. You have this. And these things that are called tropical cyclones that you guys have never heard of. Here's a look at everything. Alright, so here's a look at recently designated so-called post-tropical cyclone Ignacio. Even though the system still looks tropical to me, and I think the CPHC is being lazy with this. CPHC is being lazy with this, and this is unacceptable. They want to get rid of the system too quickly. And I think that's one of the real reason why they've written the system all out, because they're tired of just doing advisories. I guess it's understandable, but I don't like this as a nerd, just because the fact that it's probably so tropical. You can see some deep convection. I mean, you can see some cumulus sophrophy, which may be limiting surface mixing, and maybe starting to provide some cool air down on the surface. You can kind of see out here, you can kind of see some cool air starting to get mixed down to the surface. I mean, sea surface temperatures here around 24°C, but with the cool air aloft, I mean, yeah, that's offset somewhat, but still, I definitely think the system probably qualifies as a tropical cyclone. You really gotta let deep convection be the void of themselves for about 24 hours. Even they pulled the plug on Julio too. Wait, now in this case, they're pulling the plug on Ignacio too, they can never get it right. Now you also have a somewhat weakening Jimena. You can kind of see some increase in convection again. You probably, Sourcing probably qualifies as a hurricane with some pretty nice outflow, still a nice visible presentation. And that looks pretty formidable in water vapor as well. I mean, Jimena, there's still obviously some obvious long-term traffic uncertainty. And then here's also Kevin, which never really got the chance to be really studying overnight. This is inappropriately started to get disrupted due to some strong wind shear that was still even there at this point yesterday. Just seeing now at this point starting to rip the system apart. And you can kind of see where is it at. And I'm really struggling to find the center right now. Maybe out in here somewhere, if it's close to the. But you can see the mid and upper level systems are just kind of raced off to the northeast. It's influenced by a trough likely to move over the central part of California Peninsula and likely to provide some outflow and some cloudy skies into the southwestern United States over the upcoming days. And then the bigger threat right now, longer term, is our newly designated Invest-90 AD. I mean, this is likely to become a tropical depression within the next 24 to 36 hours. I mean, there's some strain convection, I'll get to that later. I'll get to that in a sec. But I will say the waters with this system are warm, and the shear is, while evident now, is forecasted to relax. And this system's likely to kind of travel to the northwest, roughly parallel to the coast. We'll kind of deal with the tracks later, and I will note that the system's over. Wind shear is forecast to relax and be low for quite some time. And the ships in LGM make this pretty potent hurricanes, and given the system should have some decent time, like close to 5 days to intensify. Unless shear is more of an issue or the system takes longer to get going, yeah, I think it will. I think we could see a hurricane. The system really gets going quickly. I even think a major hurricane is possible. But I'm not going to the confidence to explicitly call for a major yet. Anyway, I mean, the forecast philosophy is relatively unchanged. I mean, we discuss. I might discuss him. I won't show Jimenez runs, but I think the general expectation is that Jimenez probably get blocked by a ridge. Then eventually take some dive to the south, and I think this will probably either Decatur Paul, it's gonna miss Hawaii to its north. To the north, but I don't think this seems an immediate threat to Hawaii. Anyway, here's the latest European run. This Kevin fading into the sunset, I guess. You can see kind of a newest system developing by the European from Invest 90AD. What's interesting here is that this kind of setup, the ridge here in a standing Eastern Pacific tropical cyclone that would kind of favor the system kind of eroding the system starting off eroding the eastern side of the ridge, affecting the Guadalupe Island, and the remnants kind of moving over to the northern bar, California Peninsula, or California. However, the European runs eventually have the system taking a bend, recurving south to Guadalupe Island, and eventually taking a bend to the east, while another tropical cyclone at day 10 begins to form to the south, and what is likely become Marty. Here's the GFS one. You can see the GFS develops with future Linda pretty quickly. They kind of move it decently fast, and then you can kind of see the ridge building a little faster here. But I do think this isn't strong enough. As strong as it will potentially become, this will probably take more parallel to the coast track. I mean, probably still enough where it's no significant effect to this Regigo Islands. And eventually take a dot, eventually continue on the track and road the ridge, because there's probably be some sort of weakness out up in here. Now, probably kind of steer it. I mean, obviously there's some uncertainty over the angle, but somewhere between the central bar, California Peninsula, and California. And regardless of what happens, if the system gets as large and as strong as I think it could get, I think heavy surf could also be an issue from this system. But anyway, the GFS one isn't too bullish on it yet, but it's been trending upward gradually. And it has to have this game blocked a little bit, and then eventually curving out as a trough, as usually at this part of the range. Believe here there's a trough to the north, I believe, and I believe that would cause a north-northwesterly motion, and a lot of the GFS has another tropical cyclone hitting southern Mexico at this time. At that time, which at this point in time is almost the end of the run. Anyhow, that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed this. Bye.